I am Avaria.
And I'm Blackrain.
And this is Shop Talk, guys. Shop Talk was created to discuss views and opinions often discussed in a barbershop or a salon setting. We also advertise for businesses. And if you have something juicy going on, hit your girl up and I'm going to get you on the show. So, let's for one say Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year's. And, okay. So, basically today we are starting the New Year's off by discussing interracial relationships. And do we give black women props or a pass for dating outside of their race versus men, black men? We critically judge them and they're doing the same thing. So let's chop it up. Because black men, they say basically black men date white women. We say they're a coon, they're a sellout. They dating Becky because she's gullible. From when we started calling every white woman Becky. Then they say, or we say he can't handle a strong black woman. So what's your thoughts, on this, especially being a black man?
You know what? I hear
that dates.
I hear that. I hear that a lot from a lot of guys.
Okay.
They'll say it's easier. They don't have to deal with the nagging.
Right.
Me personally, I don't believe in that. I'm not one that wants to date another race.
Right.
Put it like that.
Right.
I don't have an issue.
Oh, we needed a Becky lover on the show.
Yeah, I had somebody that might have would have showed up that have actually dated someone like that who could have an actual a good conversation with it on why they did it. Which is, I'm telling you the same things they tell me. It's the nagging, which
from black women, they say black women nag.
Nag. They're lazy.
Black women are lazy?
This is what I hear.
Oh,
this is not me.
Okay.
And I'm just saying the things I've heard through the years.
Okay.
They have money. They have cars. They're gullible.
Okay.
That's what a lot of people say they date them for.
Okay.
So, but I don't see that. I think that I'm gonna stick with the sisters. I think that's the best thing to do.
I think to each his own. I'm gonna go, being non-biased because this is a show where we're trying to learn understanding. So I'm gonna say love is love, long as it's love and your intent is proper, and is right. Again, you can love who you want to love, and you can have whatever preference you may have. That don't mean you have to put down another race, or a whole nother culture. I think if that's your preference, that's your preference, but to say one is better than the other and then use it as a whole, like, you're basically bottling all black women up in one because of what you've dealt with. And sometimes the people that we deal with is a mirror of us and who we are. So if you're dealing with a hostile, woman, it could be, or woman, maybe you're hostile, or maybe that's somewhere where what your spirit is attracting, so you can't always just, put it on a race of women because you met one or two or because your mom was like that. That does not mean every woman is like that, and it doesn't, black woman is like that. And for one, it could come from any woman. I think it's any woman that comes from poverty, and that's probably raised in the hood is going to be a little rough around the edges, whether it's Caucasian, Hispanic, or black, you know?
See, I had this conversation with a couple of people, and my problem is this. I don't necessarily have a problem. If it's love, it's just love. You want to raise kids, you want to have a house, you want to enjoy your life. Cool.
Right.
My problem is with the I call them super blacks.
Right.
Those are the ones that go down for the struggle. Everything is black. I love my black people, and then they get someone outside their race. Those are the ones that I have the problem with.
Right.
Because if you're going to be down for the cause, then your mate should be the same as you. That's the only ones I have an issue with.
But you have, and I was discussing this earlier as well, you have a lot of, not just Caucasian people, but people from other different ethnic backgrounds that support the cause, that know our struggle, know our history, and is per se bothered by it, or they respect our struggle or respect our strength, so
they all come from us anyway.
Yeah, so it's kind of like,
At the end of the day.
you have Caucasian people that date us because of our strength, and they know who we are, and that we're kings and we're queens, and they want to be a part of it. They truly respect who we are and where we come from. So to those, and that's why in a sense I say love is love, because I meet a lot of Afrocentric, and it's mean. It was, and I think it wasn't the mean that kind of it wasn't the words, it was kind of the pictures that kind of blew me, because you had the black ghettofied black woman with the blue or purple wig on, and she with the real old white man, and then you had on the flip side, you had the younger black guy with the younger white girl in a white robes just taking a selfie. And I'm like, okay, right, for one, the imaging is messed up, because in every situation when you see a black woman with a white man, you don't see her with no old broke down white man, and she's not wearing colorful wigs.
They don't look like that. See, that image is completely false.
It was like false. Like I guess that's social media, where you see a lot of the girls that be like relationship goals, and she got her older looking white guy, and they on vacations and they taking trips and stuff like that. But I think typically, and what I see a lot of, especially, as a hairstylist, I see a lot of Afrocentric women that date white men, and not just white men, men of different ethnic backgrounds. And I think it's a lot with acceptance. It's kind of like they're accepting them for who they are. They wear their hair nappy, it's natural. They don't wear any makeup, and they accept them for who they are. Versus brothers now, and I'm not going to put it on all brothers, but a couple of them, they want to see women with extensions and straight hair and lashes.
Them dudes whack. So, I'm going to tell you, the majority of dudes do not care about your hair. They damn near don't care about your size. Do you see some of the... Look at some of the white women at these brothers. There be some decent looking brothers with some...
But again, it's because hair is fine. The hair is fine. Their complexion is fair. I think a lot of times it's accepted like that because of it's glorified, like the lighter your skin tone. Even if they're not dating a Caucasian woman, they go for more of a lighter skinned woman that's close to Caucasian. And it's bad within our culture, but it's true.
I think
it's true.
It's true. I think some of it is where you.
And I'm stumbling on my words because I'm trying not to.
Now we gonna get real up in this.
Offend anybody,
yeah,
but
I'll be the one that offend.
Right.
But and not in a mean way.
Right. No,
But see, me, I grew up. It was a mostly, if not predominantly, black neighborhood.
Yes.
And I think from that, my experiences was. I loved all the colors of us.
Yes.
And I think somewhere over time that changed. Now the Afrocentric, when you was speaking about the sisters that date white men, and I wonder, because you was like, one thing that you did say was that, they're more comfortable natural with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering, why aren't they more comfortable being natural just with their own people?
I think
anybody ever tell
when you hear black men like 50 Cent call women nappy heads, and you hear that coming from your own people, it's hard from you, and I see guys, I think it's Jamar McKenzie, shout out to him. A lot of times I hear a lot of guys that say, oh, we want to see black women wear their hair, or we want to see take the wigs off, you know, and I seen a woman, young lady underneath the stack, and she stated, okay, when we show our braids, you know, from that's underneath the wigs, that's us, you know, tearing the wall down a little bit. But I think it's kind of like almost like you putting your foot in hot water and you testing it just to see, you know, how it is, because a lot of guys just want that concept or want the thought that a woman have soft hair that's just manageable and that goes up in this big slinky ponytail. And that's not the case. You know, some of us, you know, have coarser hair and it could be long, but we have to go through a process, whether it's natural or whether it's chemical, to get it to a certain state. So it's like, are you ready for that? Like, are you ready to see that? Because a lot of men are trained by society, and what society is saying, this is sexy, this is cool, this is exotic, and their expectations of us be of that. So when you see these women that's wearing these lace frontals and doing all these baby hairs that I'm so fucking tired of, they're doing it to fulfill an image, you know, that society is putting on what's perfection or what's beautiful, you know. And again, to me, it's the image of the mixed race.
You know what? It's perception.
Yeah.
You know, because when I walk the hood, and I walk the hood,
right,
I don't see it like that.
Right.
Now, if you go like to the clubs, or you know, you watching TV shows, yeah, you see a lot of that. But in the hood, you don't really see it like that. You see all kind of shit. You see all kind of hairstyles. Right. You see from weaves that, like I say, hang off the cliff.
Right.
You see regular hair. Right. You see all. So I'm like, which people are the perception really working for? Because in the hood, I mean, you see people with the same sweatpants on. Right. You see women with the pajama pants on. Like, to me, the TV and reality, or social media and TV, right, opposed to reality, right, two different things.
Right. But I think even in reality, when I'm in the hood, you know, I could be on the east side or the west side, I see the little chick with the wig on her head, tied back, you know what I'm saying, or you know, whatever, and it's because she don't want to show her hair. She may not have a fresh relaxer, or she may not like how she look without it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to come in here, I'm in between hairstyles. I'm not about to come in here with my wig off and my straight backs in, and it's too cold for me to me personally wear my fro because my ears is out. So what I do, I throw up a wig like a hat. You know what I'm saying?
You know what had a Yoda ear?
Yeah.